Okay, so I left off making some machaca. I still have to upload the other video, I think. I think it's on my phone or it's on my other SD card, which I got to figure out which one it is. So I'm gonna okay. So here it goes. So excuse me. I haven't been feeling good. Like I said, I haven't been feeling good, but I'm doing a lot better today. So, making sure I have everything that I need. I'm still going to be doing some canning. I'll show you how to can some soups. Still recovering, drinking my holy basil, which is what I like. My doctor recommended holy basil years ago, so I drink that. Oh, it's so good. It has a lot of, no sugars, nothing. Look, too much sugars is just not good for you, okay? And sugar is an addiction. It's like crack cocaine. And once you start eating sugar, it's like an addiction. So lay off the sugar. Get off the frickin' sugar. And it's Halloween, and yeah, I seen a lot of candy, and my sugar levels went sky high. So I gotta stop. I gotta pass up the donuts and the pastries, all my good stuff. But sugars is so bad for you. So lay off the sugars as much as possible. That's why you don't see a lot of baking stuff from me. Oh, my ear. My ear keeps going in and out, you know. Anyways, yeah. So I have my stuff for my machaca. Okay. Alright. So remember I made this right here. I made this. This has the barbecue pork in it. And normally I would use like I would get a steak, cut it up, or boil it, however you want to do it. And then, but what I'm going to do, and I have more egg whites. I'm going to add some, because I'm trying to get that sweetness out. So I'm going to put a couple more eggs in there. And these are going to be burritos. I'm going to make them into burritos. And I'll probably freeze half of this because I probably should just use half of the, and I should have rinsed it out, the meat, to get that sweetness out. Which was a mistake. So, a big mistake. And, so, I'm going to go ahead and drizzle some of my avocado, coconut sulfur oil. And it's organic. And I could add some more. I think I'm going to add some more, let's turn this on. So I'm going to add a little bit more onions to that. Yeah, I like my onions. I'm going to end up adding some cilantro. I wanted to add some greens to that. So let's see. I'll cut up some onions here, slice them. I gotta get that sweetness out of that. I don't want, you know, I like savory foods, and I don't like a lot of salt in my foods because I want to taste the ingredients. Salt kind of, it brings the food taste together, but you don't want to add too much salt because you're missing the element. You're supposed to bind. A lot of people use a lot of salt, and salt is not that good for you when you use it a lot. So just add your onions in there. Okay. I got my grill heating up. I don't know if you can see everything. So let me see if you could just see my grill. Okay. I think you can see everything there. Alrighty. Take my little whatever spoon. I like using a spoon. So, Himalayan salt, yeah, it has its little healing benefits, so I'm going to go ahead and add some Himalayan salt to that. And then maybe a little bit, just a little bit to my eggs. Just a little. And then pepper. I like putting pepper in my eggs, so I'm going to put a little bit of pepper in my eggs. So I don't know if you remember, I did add some some tomatoes to that. And when you're making machaca, don't put cream or all that stuff into your eggs. Please don't. Just mix up. I have my egg whites and my eggs. Come on, baby. Don't cook for me. So I'm not going to put any more. So I'm going to soften the sweetness. So basically, you're caramelizing your, well, not really caramelizing until your onions are translucent. So yummy. But okay. So I got this job with trucking. I actually got hired. But because I got sick and assimilated, they're going to check my sugar. They're not going to put me on the truck. I'm not going to take any old kind of, I don't know. I'm thinking, you know, I'm fine the way I am. I'm happy. I mean, I don't take very many trips like I would love to. But, I mean, people work, they have houses. And I've had a house for like 20-something years. You know, I ain't gonna make that kind of hard work. I don't know if I want to do hard work anymore. Just kind of tired. You know, after the loss of my sister last year. I know I keep talking about it. But people don't want to talk about it. It's like, it's healing when you talk about it. It's just crazy. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to go there. It's like, really? I don't want to go there. You can't talk. And then some people want to talk about it, and then others don't want to talk about it at the same time. I mean, we've all, if you haven't had a loss, you will have a loss, or you'll be the loss in someone's life. So, hopefully it's not you. I never thought in a million years my sister would be gone. Never. She was always cantankerous. Yeah, well, not really cantankerous, but she was a Taurus. Taurus are, you know, she was just a Taurus. She was smart. She had a big, huge heart. She believed everybody should live their life as they thought suitable for themselves. So, and she was always there for me. So I'm going to go ahead and put this down so I could maneuver here. So I'm going to add half of this. Not all of it. Because I'm going to add some more eggs. And then with that, I'll probably add more. Let me add more of my machaca stuff that I made. Put that aside. Freeze it up for later use. Or you can give it to your dog. I'm not giving it to Peaches because Peaches' stomach is so super sensitive, where I can't really give her. And I'm going to get a fork. Get out my cactus. The cactus is so good for you. It's got a lot of healing elements in it. My mother ate it every day. Cactus and frijoles, which means cactus and beans, and cactus and, I mean, she was a cactus queen. She loved her cactus, and she had a cactus plant, and that's what she would do. She would knit, make these beautiful Afghan, and she would have cactus. It's hard when you lose your parents. Anyways. And while my dad did his thing, whatever he did, whether it was at church, get involved with the community, yeah, he did whatever he wanted to do. So I'm going to add some of these Anaheim. Can you see what I'm doing here? I'll make sure you could see. Okay. Because I have you propped up on my blender. So these are our Anaheim diced peppers. I'm just going to add those in there. Yeah, I really want a lot of pepper flavor in there. I do. So that's what I was thinking. I was like, what would make this dish, put the juice in there, why not? What would make this dish more savory? When I really screwed up by not rinsing out the barbecue sauce when I was going to use this. And of course it's pork, so a lot of people can't eat pork. But these are my ribs. My pork, yeah, I'm justifying pork, right? It should be made with beef. Beef is more flavorful, believe it or not, than pork. But they didn't want to waste it. And then, oh shoot. Oh gosh. I'm dribbling over here. Oh well. I'll clean it up later. So I got my little small space. I realized, wow, I really have some small space here. But I like it. And this is a place my sister told me to get my butt in. So, get in the kitchen and cook. God, I miss her so much. Man, she didn't want me dealing with all these guys that are really commanding and are just about that mighty dollar and about putting bonuses in their pocket. And everybody says, oh, it's okay to put bonuses in. Yeah, well, I hope I get a bonus. A lot of people do. They get bonuses, and then they want more, and then they want more, and then they want more. I guess that's just the way it is. I'm going to put some more cactus in there, because I want that cactus flavor, which is going to bring me a nice food memory. So this is basically a food memory. I want more cactus. And then I'm going to put more egg in it. The cactus is spicy. Yeah. And this is something, and if you want, you could put pinto beans in it. I mean, you know, if you want. No biggie. I might just do that. I like beans. So I was thinking, if I decide, or if they allow me to get on the truck, or if there's a lot of ifs in this equation. If I get back on the truck, then I'll have, see, my ear's messing with me. I'll have plenty, and you know, this isn't, it should have a little bit of oil in there, because I didn't put enough oil. You should have a little bit oily. That's what machaca is. Basically, oily, fried, pre-cooked, real cooked beef. Yeah. If you're doing this for a big party, this is like really good. You put this in a shaker. I remember my mentor, he took me out. And he took me to a Mexican place. I wouldn't eat that food for nothing. I was like, oh, gross. It just was too gross. I like clean food. That's why I like my own food. Yeah. So I was like, why did they bring me here? I was craving Mexican food. Not that kind of Mexican food. I have certain spots that I go to. You could tell when the food is, you know, like the oils are rancid, and you have a kitchen and a stove, honey. Make your own. That's what I say. Make your own, pack it up, and take it with you. And just pop it in the microwave and call it a day. Okay, so I want that to get really super hot, so when I pour in my eggs, okay, I'm going to put this aside. So when I pour in my eggs, it'll cook really fast. And there's no messing around with that. goodness. Let's see the... I don't know. I might have been sleepwalking. I'm looking at my... I can't put anything in my... Like I said, yesterday was a crazy day. Maybe the moon was affecting me. I don't know. Okay. Let me show you what it looks like. So, I used most of it. So, I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of these eggs in. And I'm going to give some to my cousin because she's been helping me out a little bit. My cousin who contributes. She gave me a little bit of money so that, and then I ended up buying some of this. I could bring it to her. Bring her some burritos. Yeah. It's like a swap. Now see, that's going to be better. And you know, at this point, you could put, if you want, you could put some salsa in there. You want your eggs to cook. I'm going to let that cook. Cook, cook, cook. Let's see. I'm looking at my salsa. Let's see. Is that I'm looking at this. I might put some of that in there. See, I want to get that sweetness out. And you know, that red tomatoes, it adds sweetness. Let's try this. A little spicy, but it's very savory. See, it's looking much, much better. I'm telling you, the beef is much better. Let's try it. It's a little soft, but that's okay. So much better. Adding no onions and more eggs and Now I'm going to get some of this cilantro, because I love cilantro. These are going to be my greens. I even thought about putting spinach in it, you know. And you kind of put that towards the end. I like cilantro. When I was a kid, oh heck no. I don't know, our flavor profiles do change. But I think if I don't know.